many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through.
Chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready, set, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go. 10 logo. If you don't get this, boy, you think you
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Locke. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. This is Hines, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now on second and 13, Luck. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third and long, it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Here we go.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Now it's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Luck. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready. 8, read. 55.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get it.
On first down, it's Locke. He's going to air one out. And got his man, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield back quickly, and now first and goal.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, it's locked. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
59, Mark, check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
A shotgun snap for Love. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that sick.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down inside.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Luck now to throw. Being chased out left. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Luck. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Chubb running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. All day. All day.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. Luck. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's got room. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Locke. He's got Jack Doyle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run with Hines. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Luck got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's Hines on the toss play. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson, he's got his tight end Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeout. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Cut. 58 right over there.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 38, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to go down. He sack back at the 24. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 29, Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play, right?
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Point after here coming up. Oh, this is blocked. The Colts have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how is this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We got to step it up.
Ready?
Now it's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Zoo.
Back 55, back 55.
Go.
Out of the gun, Love. Complete to Hilton. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
That's the way. Let's go.
They run again with Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
6-6, pull it high.
Luck on first down. He'll find his tight end. It's Anthony Auclair. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Hines, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing is Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now left side on the swing pass, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Colts on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Cover! 46-yard line.
2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And again, it's Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah. Show it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. It's up and it's good, so that'll mean the final deficit will tally out at 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Texans, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.